It was supposed to be just another quiet Saturday evening. Nothing extraordinary. My wife, Lauren, had been invited to a birthday party, a girls' night out to celebrate one of her closest friends. She seemed more excited than usual, glowing with energy as she carefully picked out her dress and spent extra time getting ready. I watched her from the doorway, smiling as I zipped up the back of her gown, kissed her cheek, and handed her my card so she could treat herself to something nice along the way. She smiled sweetly, kissed me again, and walked out the door. At home, I made a simple dinner, settled into the couch, and turned on the TV. I trusted her. She'd been to girls' nights before, and I'd never had a reason to question her. But that night, something felt strange. Call it intuition. A quiet tension that settled in my chest like a knot. Around 10, my phone buzzed. A friend had sent a message. "Dude, are you seeing this?" There was a link attached. Out of curiosity, I tapped it and instantly wished I hadn't. A live stream opened on my screen. Lauren and her friends were in a cozy, well-decorated living room, glasses of wine in hand, sitting around like they were hosting a game show. The stream's title read, "Rate the Guys, Birthday Special." At first, I didn't understand. Then I watched in growing disbelief as they swiped through photos of random men, some celebrities, some clearly pulled from dating apps or social media, and rated them like they were nothing more than inventory. Their comments were biting, shallow, sometimes cruel. And then came the part that broke me. One of the girls held up her phone, smirking. "What about this one?" she said, flashing the screen to Lauren. I couldn't see the image right away, but Lauren burst into laughter, nearly spilling her drink. "Oh my God," she cackled. "That's my husband." More laughter followed. "Really? That's him?" Lauren nodded, still laughing. "Yeah, he's like a solid 5. Maybe a 6 if he tries." Someone else chimed in. "That's generous." Another joked, "He looks like someone's high school biology teacher." My chest tightened. I felt like I'd been kicked, in front of who knows how many people. She had torn me down for sport. I wasn't just a face in their game, I was her husband. And she reduced me to a joke, a 5. They moved on to other photos, but I didn't watch. I turned off the stream and stared at the blank screen, my heart hammering. It wasn't just the insult, it was the ease of it, the carelessness. Like I meant so little. Like I was just another guy to tear apart. The woman I loved, the one I'd shared my life with for 5 years, had humiliated me for fun. I didn't sleep that night. I sat on the couch in silence, running her words over and over in my mind. At dawn, the door opened. Lauren came stumbling in, barefoot, heels in hand, still giggling softly to herself until she saw me. Her expression shifted, a flicker of confusion crossing her face. "You're up early," she said lightly. "I saw the stream," I replied, my voice low. She froze. "You what?" "I saw it. I heard every word. What you said, what your friends said, and how you laughed." Her face lost its color. She tucked her hair behind her ear, glancing away. "It was just a joke," she mumbled. "A joke?" I echoed, louder now. "You rated me like I was nothing. You let them laugh at me. You laughed at me. How is that a joke?" She stepped closer, defensive now. "Come on, don't make this a big deal. We were drinking. Everyone was just messing around." I shook my head slowly. "That wasn't messing around. That was disrespect. You're my wife, Lauren. You're supposed to build me up, not drag me down for entertainment." She stood in silence, arms folded. I waited for her to say she was sorry, that she hadn't meant it, that it was a mistake. But instead, she said, "You're being too sensitive." And that's when something inside me broke, not with fury but with clarity. All the subtle digs, the snide remarks in front of friends, the way she brushed me off when it mattered, it all came flooding back. I stood up without a word and walked to the bedroom. I pulled out a bag and began packing. She followed me, alarm creeping into her voice. What are you doing?" "I need space," I said. "I'm going to stay at my brother's. Don't call, don't text. I need to breathe." "You're seriously leaving over a dumb stream?" "No," I said as I zipped my bag shut. "I'm leaving because I finally see how little you respect me." She stood there speechless, and I walked out. At my brother's place, I told him everything. He was stunned, but not surprised. He'd always sensed something in Lauren that I refused to see. Days passed, then a week. She texted, called, begged to talk. Eventually, I agreed to meet at a cafe. She looked tired, hollow, like she hadn't slept either. I thought maybe this was her moment to own what she'd done. But instead, she doubled down, said I was overreacting, that I needed thicker skin, that it wasn't that serious, and that was all I needed to hear. I filed for separation. She deleted the live stream eventually, but the damage was done. People had recorded it. My coworkers saw it. Even my family heard about it. The shame wasn't just emotional, it was public, and it was hers to carry. She reached out a few more times in the months that followed. I never replied. Instead, I focused on rebuilding my confidence, my self-respect, my peace. It wasn't easy. Being betrayed by someone you love never is. But I learned something important. Love doesn't mean tolerating humiliation. It means choosing yourself when someone else won't. And I promised myself this: I'd never again share my life with someone who laughs at me when I need them to stand beside me.